Dear boys and girls, dear viewers, welcome back to Let's Play SHAPEZ Industries. My name is Binz, and this episode is called Endgame Part 2, because in this episode we are going to be tackling the last shape of the SHAPEZ Industries predetermined levels. Now, in the previous episode, we started doing that level, but I didn't finish. So if you didn't see that, be sure to do, because today we are just going to pick up where we left that other video. And now, to be completely honest, I do need to freshen up my own memory a bit as to see where we have gotten on this final shape. So I have those pieces. That's the first layer done. I have this intermediary piece which I can cut in halves. And then what else do we need? Okay, I think we can start looking at the red quadrants now. So this thing. I cut this into 4 pieces, but as a matter of fact, we don't need that. We can employ the exact same trick as what we did right here. Right, create these diagonals together with the square diagonals. Yeah, that's what I can do, and that's what I'm gonna do. So, first order of business, get rid of this quad cutter. Good. We need to make it a diagonal cutter, and we only have the one belt. So okay, that's looking pretty good. Now, let's get these in. All right, great. Now, exits, hyperlink exits. So why do I still have 4 belts of this? I feel like that's excessive, right? I should have only gotten 2 belts out. That's something I'm going to worry about later, as a matter of fact. So let's just... I'm going to delete this one hyperlink. Okay, great. And now we can get that combined. Let's combine it. And of course we need to rotate that, don't we? We do. There we go. No, looking at this, I realized that I am still not paying sufficient attention to this. I am not paying sufficient attention to this because these need their scaffolding diagonally, right? They need their scaffolding to be diagonal. Do they need to be... One day I'm going to become better at this game. But yes, they need to be... The scaffolding needs to be diagonal. So, this was a completely useless operation. Once again, Binz, pay more attention to the stuff you are doing. Please. Okay, slowly and clumsily, but steady, we are getting there. We are getting there. So what is the next thing I need? The next thing I need is that I want a stacker array at the bottom here, don't I? And then we need to get square quadrants for scaffolding in the bottom right. That is what we need. So I think we are going to require some more hyperlinks. Okay, well, one would assume that by this time I would have acquired more skills and more efficiency, but I guess I haven't, so here we are. Now, how come we still don't get... Oh, Benz, you tremendous idiot. It needs to be the bottom right, the bottom right, the bottom right. Hey, the good thing is I'm recording this on a Sunday and I don't actually have to get anywhere, so I have all the time in the world. I will get this shape done even if it kills me. So, rotations for the bottom right corner is 180. Once clockwise, no rotation, and once counterclockwise. Is that it? Please tell me this is it. Are we good now? Yes, finally. Okay. Okay. Once again, slow and steady wins the race. Now we have these shapes right here. And I want to cut these in halves, but the question is which halves? Because I need to make sure that my scaffolding and the blue piece, they are correct. So let's look at the template. If the blue circle piece is in the bottom right corner, then we need the scaffolding in the bottom left. Yes, okay? So bottom right for blue, bottom left for the scaffolding. So that means that we need to rotate this 90 degrees once. Let's do that then, shall we? Rotate 90 degrees. Let's get to the cutter array in the warehouse. We have double belt cutters right here. Good. We're gonna need 2 of them. Yes, sir. Now we have 8 belts of that. Now let's get back here. Why do I only have 4 belts of this? Why do I only have 4 belts of that? Shouldn't I have 8 belts of that too? I am confuzzled. I am a bit confuzzled. Let's get back to the template then. No, that is correct. That is correct, and it's been correct all along. 4 of these belts with 4 of these belts, and then I still have the other shape to do. So that is in fact correct. Good, great. Stack this on top of this. On we go. Back to the stacker arrays. Let's get this nice and bulky one out. Okay, are things finally coming together? Are they finally coming together? No, because we're stacking them wrong. We're stacking them the wrong way. Happens. You are making life hard on yourself. You are making life very hard on yourself. If you are miserable, then it's because it's your own fault. Now do we get the shape we want? Please tell me we do. Sheesh, finally. Okay, good. Now that we have that, we can cut that in two. And cut that into two parts. So let's get these double belt cutters in again. Or quadruple belt simple cutters. That's what I mean. And now two of these have to be deleted. That will be this one and this one. Okay, excellent. Let's pretty up the machine a bit. Okay, that is that. We are making slow progress, but only very slow. We are making the slowest of progresses. And then we have to rotate that 180. Okay. So that is that part done, isn't it? And now we have to get to the other half of this thing. So what we've done now is this part. This is what we've done. Good. Now let's get to the other part. So that is one of those pieces combined together with the scaffolding. Okay, I don't think we have this yet, do we? So let's make that first. A circle and a star. Good. Let's get back. And now I want to see where I have these separate, or these spare belts. I should have them somewhere. That is that. And we also need an extra star. And we don't seem to have an extra star belt. Yes, we do. We do have an extra star belt that, as a matter of fact, I did not need to cut. I did not need to cut it after all. I have cut so much more stuff than I actually needed to cut. So I didn't need to cut that, and I also did not need to cut this. Instead, we need to combine these two belts. Okay, so let's get back to where we came from. Let's put that here. And again, the progress is slow, but it is steady. So we have that. We get that shape out. Okay, that's good. We are probably going to need to quad cut that together with a quad cut square. Good. More simple quad cutters. Where were we? Hold on. I'm not going to be able to fit this, am I? Nope, I'm not. Can I fit it there? Oh, yes I can. Well, let's do that then. Okay, sweet. And now, rotation to the bottom left corner. So that is 180, simple clockwise, nothing, and counterclockwise. Correct? Everything is bottom left. Great. And then we need to get that. We need to get this quad cut as well. Well, that's a bit of a pain in the neck, isn't it? But I think we could do it like so, maybe? Yeah, close enough. It'll fit. It'll fit. It'll be fine. And those pieces, we all need them in the top right. So since my mind is a bit blurry on how these things are going to come out, let's wait for that. Good, so that is counterclockwise 180 and clockwise once. Yes, sir. And then we can stack/combine those two again. And since the stacker is slightly smaller, we're going to use that one. Can I still fit this in somewhere? I bet I can if I mess around with these hyperlinks a bit more. So let's see what we can do. Well, it's definitely no exaggeration to say that this is sloppy and pretty unstylish, but it works, and right about now I am willing to take it. So I hope you're with me on that one. So it works. We have created these diagonals. If I let the wrong shapes flush out for a bit. They're not diagonals because I haven't rotated my shapes yet. Ooh, this is not my day, apparently. Not my day. It's not a day where attention is being paid to a lot of stuff. So that bottom left, and bottom left. Yes, sir. And now we should be getting the correct shapes, and what we can do with that is we can get those stacked together with these ones. We're gonna stack that with that. So as a matter of fact, we can copy. Can we copy this? I'm gonna take it from the warehouse just to make sure. Stacker. Okay. I will take it while I press the wrong button again. That's good. Now, are those... That's not correct. That is not correct, is it? It is not. It is not, because these shapes have to take the upper lanes and not the bottom ones. They have to take the upper lanes and not the bottom ones. My dear friends, I am in pain. I am in deep pain. That's more like it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. I promise you that one day we will get there. I will get there. I will get there. Trust me. Trust me. I'm an experienced player. I know how this game works. Not that this video has been a testimony of that so far, but I do know how it works. I will prove it to you. That is still not what we need. Dear Lord, this doesn't have to be the bottom right, it has to be the bottom left, it has to be the top right. So, as I was saying, professional player, well, not professional, but at least experienced. This, ladies and gentlemen, is what an experienced player looks like. think this is starting to look more like it, and now we can get the same principle applied here, where we just cut those belts in half. Now, dear people, I told you, we will get there. We will get there. Now, we need a quad belt stacker again. So let's get back to the quad belt stacker, copy, go back, and paste it. Let's connect our belts, or let's bring them together a bit. That's more like it. Finally. Sheesh. Finally. Finally, things are coming together. Things are looking up. Okie dokie. That's that. That is that. Those shapes are coming out, and now the very last thing I will need to do is stack that on the bottom layer, and the bottom layer is coming out right here, right? Excellent. Okay, so 1 belt, 2 belts, 3 belts, and 4 belts. 4 belts of that good stuff. And now the last thing I need to make sure of is that when we stack that, we stack it rightwards, which are the belts that need to come on the top lines and which need to come on the bottom lines. The one that comes out on the top lines, those are the bottom layer shapes. So again, I did it wrong. These don't have to go there. No, they have to go here. That's where they go, exactly. Alrighty, and now we need to get the final belts connected, and I think we have our final shape. Wow. That surely took a long time, didn't it? Well, let's not claim victory just yet, because I don't have the shape yet, right? So, yeah. How is it still wrong? Oh Lord. Oh Lord, oh Lord, oh Lord. I did it right the first time after all. Okay, at this point I just feel like I should apologize to you, because I know you were expecting more, and so was I. But hey, it's what you get. It's what we get. It's what happens if you play blind and you don't make preparations, and also it's what happens if you're an idiot. So, are we good now? Please tell me we get the correct shapes output this time. Can someone please cue the hallelujah chanting? Hallelujah! We have a winner. We finally have this shape. Wow. This took me so long, and I am willing to admit that it took me way too long. It took me way too long, because it is not the most challenging shape, but for some reason I don't know what I was thinking about. I didn't have a clear head, and I kept messing it up. However, after all of this, we finally have a winner. So now let's get that hyperlinked, and we can finally feed that shape into the hub. Whew, I am a happy man. I am a happy man. Alrighty then, and after a lot of wasted time and energy, we are finally here. We have the 4 full belts of the level 26 shape pouring into the hub. I am a frustrated but happy man. I am frustrated but happy man. So, now we have a little waiting time to do, don't we? These shapes would definitely come in faster if my frame rate weren't so low. Because as a matter of fact, well, we do have 4 full clean belts of this stuff with some erroneous shape here and there, but I think, you know, that will equalize, that will balance out over time. And yeah, if we had a decent frame rate, then this number would go up pretty quickly. But I guess we don't, so it doesn't. And we just have some waiting to do. I'm going to fast forward, because I do kind of want to witness this with you. What happens when we unlock free play? And then maybe think out loud a bit whether we are truly done with this series or not. Those of you that know me, you are undoubtedly aware that I do want to get into automated factories, stuff like that. So yeah, let's unlock free play first, and then we'll see. And again, I traced one of these shapes back, one of these flaws, impurities in my machine, I traced it back to one of these combinations that just established without me seeing it. I didn't catch it. Right. And now the question is, how can I get that sorted? I think I should be good, actually, if I do it like this. I think that should work. I think that should work in the end. This machine is just taking forever to get to a full belt again because everything is cross-connected. All the full belts like depend on each other, and only if these 4 outputs get full again, those other outputs can start to balance out again. Everything is really connected and intertwined in this shape, at least with the approach that I have chosen. So if there is one interruption that was again created by a smart splitter and smart merger connection that I hadn't seen, and you fix that, you cause a quick interruption in your line, then it will take forever to balance out again. Look at all this. This is just clogged. And it is clogged because it is waiting for these belts to get full. They need to get full before these can get full, and only if those are full, these can get full, and only if those are full, this can get full, and only if that is full. Then the final stacker, right here, can start outputting full belts. So that is why we still have a bunch of this erroneous stuff just queued. And it will take a while. It will take a while, but that's the way it is. I think it will balance out eventually. It will have to. As a matter of fact, maybe it's not the worst idea. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do something drastic. I'm going to do something very drastic. I have cleared all of my belts. All of them. And now let's follow some shapes from A to Z. This unit is not correct, is it? This unit doesn't work the way it's supposed to. Even after having balanced this out, it is not giving me full belts of output. There is one piece missing. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How on earth is that possible? How on earth is that possible? This means the outputs are somehow wrong. But I don't get how. Every one of these outputs 1/4 of a belt, right? And 4 of the units come together. 1 here, 2 here, 3 here, and this is actually a double belt. 1, 2. So I am not getting it, and I'm starting to wonder if it is possible that my frame rate is affecting this, or I have just simply made a capital error. 2 items per second. And how much do my belts handle? 8 items per second. So that's exactly 1/4. That's exactly 1/4. So I do not see what the error is. If you see it, please let me know in the comments. If you see why these belts are not full the way they're supposed to be, then please do let me know, because I don't know. I feel like my reasoning is sound here. We need 4 units. and they all output 1/4 of these quadrants, these diagonals that we need. So I don't see why I'm not getting full belts of output here. Not seeing it. If you want to help me, please do. I have no clue. I have genuinely no clue. And they all do it. They all do it. They're all the same way. Aren't they? Yeah, a mystery. It's a mystery. I have no clue. I have no clue. Again, if you see it, please let me know, because I don't know if I'm drawing a blank, but yeah, I don't know what's going on. I have no idea. So I'm just going to leave it at that. These belts will not become full, and I don't know why. And that's the way it's going to be for today. Alright, and there we have it. Still a few hundred items left to go. And you can see at this point the belts have thinned out. I don't think... It looks like they're not even at half capacity anymore. Which honestly is a bit disappointing. I'm not gonna lie, it's a bit of a disappointing finale to this entire series for me. I hoped... I had hoped for some nice, clean, full belts. These other belts are also not full of the previous shapes we did. And I honestly don't know why that is, because last episodes they were. So now I'm wondering, does this have to do with the frame rate? Does it have to do with the fact that for these particular shapes, it's somehow related to the fact that the game got closed and started up again? And yeah, this thing with the laser cutter, I just don't understand where it goes wrong. So, yeah, as I said before, please, if you know what is up with that, please point me in the wrong direction. I just want to know if it's something I did that I am overlooking, or that this is effectively some kind of error that I'm not aware of. You know, so if you know that, you would help me out. But let's end on a positive note. We are done. Level 26 completed. Congratulations. You've unlocked free play mode. This means that shapes are now randomly generated. Since the hub will require a throughput from now on, the next step is to build an automated machine for delivering shapes. The hub outputs a signal of the level shape for you to use. Since this is SHAPEZ Industries, if you decide to make a MAM, I would love to see it on the Discord, as it will be so different. Thank you for playing, and I hope you enjoyed my mod. Signed, Sense101. Well, Sense, truth be told, I had an absolute blast with SHAPEZ Industries. I think it was, I was already addicted to the regular Shapes game, and I think the Industries mod is definitely a great addition to that. It's like an extra, it's like extra game content or something. When you play a game, you finished it, you're a bit disappointed, and you want to play like extra hard mode or something. That's kind of what it felt like to me, SHAPEZ Industries. So yeah, I definitely enjoyed. Very well done, especially coming up with the combining and the smelting element. I think those were really interesting additions to the base game of Shapes. And hey, I had a great time playing these levels. And I'm saying this like we're actually done, but we're not at all done, because that MAM, we are definitely going to make one. My ultimate goal is to make a TMAM, just like I have done with the regular game. And yeah, I seem to have understood that for SHAPEZ Industries, if creating a TMAM for SHAPEZ for the base game is a science on its own, then in comparison, this should get you like a Nobel Prize or something. And yeah. So apparently the challenge will be so much more challenging. The challenge will be challenging. Challenges be challenging. And yeah, I don't know if it's a realistic goal at all, but we are not there yet. The first thing I want to do is get an MAM created. And hey, we are at level 27. So the thing I want to do for you is thank you very much for watching. I hope you had fun to see me explore this game, even having fun at my moments of frustration and clumsiness. But then also I hope there were some moments in there that compensated for that, right? So yeah. I'm gonna call it a day. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for having been on this journey with me. And yeah, I hope you stick around for the explorations we will be doing in MAM and maybe in some distant hypothetical future TMAM explorations and contemplations and whatnot. For now, we are done. Once again, thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a great day. Bins out. Ciao.